Okay, so I'm just gonna start this off by I'm gonna be doing more lives, and I don't really have a lot of subscribers, but and I changed my channel name, which probably doesn't really mean a lot, but you know, um, what my site seems to suggest is that I do some reviews, which I don't really do reviews. I just like talking about food because I grew up in the restaurant business, and my wife was in the restaurant business for years. So not only do we know how to cook food, we, obviously eat a lot of food, and I eat a lot of food, usually around the casinos and the towns around them. So like in California, it's a lot of places we go. There's a lot of the California casinos, and then we go to some of the casinos in South Lake, Tahoe, and Nevada, um, Virginia City, and then Reno and Sparks. And that's just what we do. I'm basically retired, and don't have a lot of money to make being retired. That's for sure. Didn't learn to save it very wisely, but all the same, my wife works really hard, and if everything goes the way it's going to go, have some other announcements. But we're definitely going to be going to Las Vegas here in March, and going to be on both Fremont Street and going to be on the Strip. I have a Caesars Platinum card, which isn't no big deal, but still gets you usually free parking. I have some free comps. Might have to pay the resort fees. Don't know. Find out. But obviously, the site is a lot about gambling. People either like it or they don't like it, but that's what we do. A little bit about food and some of the resorts that we go to, like Black Oak Resort in Tuolumne County, up there in Tuolumne, which I love going up there. Jamestown, the town of Jamestown. We also stay at some of those local hotels, like the Railtown Hotel or Motel. And of course, Chicken Ranch. Not the Chicken Ranch that used to be in Texas, but the Chicken Ranch Resort in Jamestown. Another awesome one. Jackson Rancheria, Red Hawk in Shingle Springs Rancheria, up there by Placerville. We hang out in Placerville. We hang out in Elk Grove or Sky River. And we hang out at the Hard Rock over there in Wheatland. Everybody wants to call it Sacramento, but whatever. It's in Wheatland. Really great casino there. And Thunder Valley. Yeah, we've also been up to the one in Calusa, which my wife doesn't care for as much, but I like it. Sky River is going to be really nice when they're building a hotel up there as we speak. And once that gets built, that's going to be pretty nice because I actually like the Sky River. Sky River has probably the best, one of the best breakfasts in the area. And we're like 60 miles from Elk Grove. But the name escapes me for the life of me, but it's the market street, marketplace where they have all the cafes, and it's open 24 hours. But this restaurant, all you can it has chicken fried steak. It's so big that my wife, we've eaten it then the last time we went there, we split it, and still my wife couldn't finish her chicken fried steak. But we love eating there for that particular meal, and we split it. But my end result, I don't really have one like this channel. I mean, I've had a YouTube channel, and I think I took the videos down. But I mean, the first time I ever knew about YouTube, like the first like Call of Duty Black Ops, maybe the first one, so 10 or 12 years ago, had a couple of videos up for that. Then had one or two, hardly had any videos about anything. Kind of ignored it. And then started learning a lot of stuff on YouTube about certain things, whether it's how to fix this, fix that, whatever. And then I just started. I mean, I watch YouTube constantly, So basically all I really watch is some YouTube stuff. But so the channel moving forward, I think what I have 32 subscribers. I seriously doubt anybody. Las Vegas, and we're driving there. Chill a little bit later, but when we go to Las Vegas, we're going to be there for about a week. Fremont Street in the Strip. I'll probably do some live streaming there. If I get more people, fine. My goal isn't even necessarily to make money. Like I said, I'm retired. I can only make so much money without it being taken, some of this taken away, which is fine. I already retired on Social Security. Some great channels on people that have done that and are for it or against it, but I got my reasons. It wasn't for the money, that's for sure. You lose about 30% if you early retire. But again, I'm usually pretty funny. This is gonna be a little bit about humor, funny. It's gonna be about food, resorts we stay in, including the ones in Nevada. If we go to different ones, also we'll do that. But most of it are in Nevada, excuse me, and California. The end result of this is to have fun. I don't monetize. I don't ask for money. I don't know if I ever will put a coffee thing up there and all other people do. I don't do a lot of editing. I'm not really big in. Yeah, I got these little dancing people around just because I was looking at those things through Prism that I use, and also use the other app with my gimbal. This is on my iPad, but it's charged right now, but I use a gimbal. I do have one. I use it. Don't use it a lot because most of the California casinos, man, I've gotten attacked. Not attacked, but a lot of security coming down on me for recording in a couple of them. For the most part, if it's my own stuff, they leave me alone, but can't really do table games, which is what I like. There's some people that sneak it in and I've watched. I watch a lot of people that I'm not even going to mention, but a lot of people about gambling or stuff. So if I want to learn a new game, whatever. But so I'm trying to try to be real. So I'm not big into doing the thumbnails or going to do a ton of editing about. Like right now, this isn't live. I'll do an editing because I sneezed, whatever. But I'm not going to do a lot of editing, all this stuff. The research is basically, if I know something, I'm going to know a little bit about it, hopefully. Just my opinions, like what I like to do, what my gambling stuff that I like to do. And since I can't film a lot of it, it's usually blackjack, 3-card poker, 4-card poker, I Love Suits or High Flush, and Ultimate. And I usually don't deviate too much from that. Baccarat once in a while. I'll get some pretty good comps at Thunder Valley. So I'll do. Everything I do is low bet, but I'll get a free match for $25, and I'm allowed 2 for 1 on that. I've won 2, so I've gotten 75 out of the 25 I bet, and then I got lost once. The last time I was in Thunder Valley, which is in Lincoln, California, I won on the blackjack there, but it's usually little bets, $5, most 10 at the most. When we go to Las Vegas, we'll see. If I'm downtown, I probably could get it fairly a lot cheaper than the Strip. I'm rarely there for a good time more than I am gambling, but So what got me to this point of doing some of these videos, or some of these people that I watched or researched at, some of it is just doing video vlogs. Some of it are people that gambled a certain way on certain things that I wanted to know how to do better before I went out and did them live. But there are people like Vegas Low Roller, and these people don't. I liked some of their videos. Some of them responded to me in their lives if I've made comments or something, but none of these people do I promote or do I get a kickback or do I hang out with. I'm in California, they're in mostly Vegas, but it's just people that I particularly like, in no order. But like the Laughing Lion, I love him. I watch him probably the most on Fremont is the Laughing Lion. All these people you could look up yourself, but I like them. Vegas again, Vegas Roller. He also has with his mom many a times, in his table talk chat. Norma, I guess it's Gelly. I'm not sure how you say her last name, but Norma, I follow her a lot, or watch her videos a lot. The Other Me, I watch a lot of The Other Me. His name is Mark. Um, like Norma, some of these people like laughing, they have like thousands of views. The Other Me, I really like. He was in California. The last video I just watched of him. Um, the Vegas IRL in real life. I watched that person also, and one of the videos that I watch for like it's a live saloon or bar. It's called a Dead Dog Saloon. And Emma Gambles, she does a lot of gambling, a lot of slot machines, but I don't know, 30, 40,000 followers, like her a lot. And of course, Kill Tony. Kill Tony and Joe Rogan. So as far as podcasts, there's also a couple of others I'll name later, I guess, in some other time. But Kill Tony, man, the best comedy thing you could probably see on any internet or podcast. Love him, love Joe Rogan. And Planet Chaos. Planet Chaos was one of the first people I probably ran across. He does very long videos, mostly live for hours sometimes. In the strip, a lot of eating and then just doing his own thing. Planet Chaos is another good people that I've watched. These are just people that I view. A lot of them even now I follow. Don't always watch them every day. The Other Me, I've been watching a lot. Laughing Lion. These are people that I really, really enjoy. Just to let you know on my take on what I watch and why I watch them and what I try to learn from them. Again, I don't monetize. If anybody came up to me and go, all of a sudden, oh man, they got 1 million fucking subscribers, would I do something? I don't know. It depends on my income, because again, if I make a certain amount, if then I'd have to. Hey, if I made a lot, great, whatever. There's a couple of old guys that talk about Social Security and whatever that are older than me that I watch. Right now, off the top of my head, I can't think of their names. I know the one guy says, "Hi, my name is Larry," I think, but I can't think of their name right now. Older dudes. And then there's like RV Living, I believe it's called, or I think it's RV Living. It's called, about nomads and stuff like that. I love those people also. I'll get more of that. I just say that because that's what I actually watch over and over and over again. I don't watch a lot of TV. Some local news. I actually watch like Vegas news, actually, Reno news, just because I'm only a couple hours from Reno in that area, and Truckee, and I love Truckee, South Lake Tahoe. Grew up going up there all the time, and so love going to all those kind of places. But uh, uh, yeah, so now I'm gonna have to edit this because I'm like just losing my train of thought because uh, oh yeah, so I'm not gonna get like 1 million views or whatever. Like I'm not out for that. I wouldn't mind getting likes and more likes, but like I was sitting here at 3 people liked me forever. I'm up to like 30 people. Wow, not big, right? But so that part, when you're putting out stuff, yep, you want people to see it, like it, comment on it, whatever it is. I mean, that's cool. Um, and some of these people like Planet Chaos, he's talked to me 3 or 4 many times when I responded to his podcast. I mean his live feed, and he's got a lot of viewers. Again, not that actually matters, but what is it? Hit cash and run. I think I can't remember. Another person. I think he's from California. He does a lot of California and Vegas excursions and cruises and stuff like that. I don't have that kind of money to constantly do that, but me and my wife do go to a lot of the casinos, and I'll tell you why we go to the casinos. I love like Black Oak and Red Red Hawk. Love Red Hawk. I mean, Red Hawk's one of my favorite places, and they always have $5 minimums. Love the Kodo buffet there. That buffet top notch, and I love and Black Oak Cafe is also really good. But their Charlie, the pizza there is one of the best pizzas you're gonna get in California. Period. They have 2 locations, but the one in Black Oak is great. Black Oak just opened a new part of their um, uh, resort. Was it like in May or something? We were there like right after, and then we were there on the 4th of July. watch the drone show there. I had video of it, but you know, it kept getting deleted. Man, I basically I did so many things with TikTok that I have a TikTok channel now, and I hardly put anything up with it because if it's not food or whatever, like they don't. Every time you put a gambling video up, they delete it or mock it. So like, basically, don't do a lot with TikTok anymore. I have some videos up. I deleted my original accounts. I got tired of their jacking around. I mean, they have half these people walking around naked or after they're like monetized and all that. But like, you know, forget it. I do have that account, but like I do not, you know, I like I use Instagram a lot. Facebook, same thing. I've lowered the Facebook thing down. On TikTok, I use Lemonade, whatever you want to call it, but not as much. And I have X. X, you know, is it's fine, but it's become more political. So anything you put up, you don't get as many. At least I don't get that many things on that. Of course, Instagram, and then YouTube. YouTube is still big to me, and I like, and so we'll see. I'd rather have the likes, regardless of the positioning or the algorithms. And I've watched everybody. You know, this is the algorithm. Stay away from this. Don't put hashtags. Put hash. I'm not into all that. I put a thumbnail up, which is basically a picture or part of the video, and that's about it. I'll edit it some of that once in a while. If I really know that's been edited because of sound, then I'll overdub my voice or something like that. But very rarely. It's pretty much what you see is what you get. Just like this video, I probably will go through and edit out where I sneezed or whatever. Other than that, it is what it is. So in a nutshell, that's basically what it is. We had the whole holiday. We literally went on Thanksgiving. We went up with my daughter and grandson and my wife. We went to the Hard Rock, and we actually ate at their Fresh Harvest. Man, that buffet is awesome. Also, it's like, I don't know, you have a card. It's like $57, I think. Pretty reasonable. Kodo buffet. Every time I'm at Kodo, because the Red Hawk players card is like one of the best in the Indian casinos around here. I mean, every time get $5 free play here and there. There's, you know, whatever, senior day, welcome back time, get that. I get 10% off military discount. The buffet there is always like, even if it's 30, 40, $50, depending on what day you go, rarely do I pay full price. It averages on pay. I think the last time me and my wife went, it was during right after the holidays, but it was like about $30 a person, so it was like $60, whatever it was. And I don't know, we paid like $12. But so I like the Kodo buffet. Pearl Asian that's there, also really good. Verona coffee, it's open 24 hours. That's also pretty good. The Willow Lounge, where I've seen a lot of local bands, like going there. So I like Black Oak. Love the resort. We took our granddaughter there for because it's has a Kids Quest. Kids Quest is awesome. Freaking Kids Quest. Started using Kids Quest with my youngest daughter and second youngest in Vegas, actually at Border Station, and Border had a Kids Quest, and I'm like, what the heck? Never even heard of it. So they had a Kids Quest, and I don't know if that time they had a Cyber Quest back then, but the Kids Quest, you know, you sign them up. It's very, you know, you gotta risk all this information, ID, blah blah blah, and you pay so much a month, so much an hour, but they're basically babysat, and then you could go do whatever you need to do. And we were stayed in the hotel, so we learned from that. Jump 20 years later, when we started going to the Indian casinos or rancherias, here Red Hawk and Black Oak has a Cyber Quest and a Kids Quest. The Chicken Ranch in Jamestown here has a Cyber Quest, which is cool. My granddaughter's been in that. I visit those every time I'm in there. But same thing, Cyber Quest. The Kids Quest is awesome. I'll get coupons where, you know, get 2 free hours or 2 free hours or get an hour 50% off using my card. So like we've gotten some pretty good deals having my granddaughter in there, and then the same thing. We can go and gamble for a couple of hours, have some fun, eat some dinner, take her out, go to the hotel, have a nice day. And so Vegas has got a few of them. I can't remember all of them, but like Border Station, There's a couple of stations that have it. Red Rock, I think, or I don't know. You have to look it up. A couple other states too, maybe a couple other casinos like Arizona or something. But Kids Quest is awesome. If you have kids that are under, I think you have to be under 12, under 12. And I mean, there's all kind of stuff to do in there, like tablets and dress up and video games and whatever. Lot for those kids to do, especially if you're a kid like mine was, 5 and 6, 7, granddaughter and last 2 kids. So those are always fun. So I'm probably stepping off the track and not staying on the mission that I was going to do. But so not going to be a lot of changes from what I've done in the past. But I'll probably do some more lives. But that might be coming up more in March. Maybe some other. Still will be doing some shorts. Might not be as much coming out in the next month or so because my wife's leaving for Arizona on business because she manages a place in Arizona and here in California. And so she's got to go on business. And then she comes back mid-February. And then right after that, we go to Las Vegas, which is going to be cool because we're going to start off. I don't know how we're going to get across the Sierras. It's either Southern California or cross over to Reno. If we cross over to Reno, if the weather's fine, probably go to like Virginia City. We know a couple of people that live there. And I love going to Virginia City. And then from there, we're going to Tonopah because we're staying in the Mizpah Hotel. And then we're going to see the Clown Hotel. And there, my wife likes all that spooky stuff and ghost stuff, whatever. And then at some point, we're going to be in the Apache Hotel in Vegas also. So, we're going down there. I have like a couple of comps because I also have a Caesars card, and they normally are pretty good with their rewards compared to a lot of other big cards. So that's basically what we're going to be doing here in the next couple of months. And of course, once I go to Reno, I'm going to be doing a lot of filming from Reno. I don't know if we're going to Reno, but from Nevada down to Tonopah. I might even stop at the Area 50, the Alien Cat House, just because I've already filmed like the one in Carson City, the I can't even think of the name of there's a film, the one in Carson City. I only took a video of it. I can't even remember. Not Moonlight. I can't think of the name of it right now. Pussycat. What's it called? I can't think of it. In Carson City, off of whatever, coming from Virginia City. But anyway, but the Alien Cat House. I'm making too long of this. I'm gonna stop by there. See if I know they'll probably let us in if we ring. I'm not doing nothing, but see if they'll let me sit at the bar, take a picture, and leave. If none of them per se, just I'm in here and take a drink, which we're going to be driving, so I really don't want to drink. I'll drink a Coke, a split of Coke, whatever, because we're still heading to Vegas. Because that night after we leave Tonopah, we're going to see John Fogerty at Planet Hollywood. That's our first place we're going to be staying at in March is Planet Hollywood. Anyway, maybe the Las Vegas Advisor, another person I listen to a lot, Anthony and Andrew on their podcast or whatever you want to call it, YouTube channel or whatever they got going, might get their membership. I'm debating if I get the membership now before we leave or with other things that might be going on if we end up back in Vegas by the end of this year again. So we'll see. I looked it all up. There's a lot of stuff that we could use right off the bat. It'd be worth I think it's $50 membership. I think you could actually even get it for $45. So probably going to get one, and then if things change later this year, end up getting me and my wife a membership to Las Vegas Advisor. That's another person I probably didn't bring up, but I watch a lot and enjoy Anthony, Andrew, both of them. So as far as now, I'm sure this is very awkward because I wrote down some stuff because I wanted to kind of stay on script, but I don't stay anything on script. Anything on my mind's always thinking so quick. I'm like, oh, there's another person I watch a lot too. Now that I think about it, is DQ. I can't even think of his name right now. DQ. If you typed in DQ, you'll probably find him. He's a Texan, Dairy Queen. I love it because I lived in Texas half of my life. military, what have you. Central Texas, shout out, Florida, Texas. But DQ, he comes to Vegas or in the California, he's ADHD. I think I am too. Can't even say it correctly. But so I get off script. But that's just me. That's what I'm trying to always be. It's gonna be me. I'm not gonna try. I don't try to make thumbnails, titles to capture attention. Obviously, I haven't because I've had videos that have 1,500 views. Who knows how long they'll watch them? But I got 32 followers. But no big deal. Anyway, until the next one of these long videos, I see I'm sitting at 25 minutes. It seems to be every time I whether go live or not. It's about 26 minutes, I think. But it is what it is. Peace.